Good afternoon, everybody. This is Lady Lakia, and I want to say good afternoon to you. And I'm so excited for today's show. Today, VNet Radio and CT Jams has the honor to interview a legend, Pierre Edwards. How awesome is that to interview a legend? So I've been excited, and we're just waiting for him to log in, and we'll just go ahead and conduct the interview. Also, I want to give a shout out to all the artists that was in Hartford, Connecticut yesterday at the skate park that performed. Everybody did a good job. Kudos to everybody. Keep it up, Hartford. So just a second, just still waiting on Parade to log in. Stay tuned. So excited. I hope everybody's enjoying their summer. I hope everybody's getting those vacation times off. Enjoy yourself for this summer. You ready for the 94 degrees that's coming this Wednesday? See, personally, I love spring and summer, so I don't mind. Winter is the problem for me. I don't like to be cold. Yeah, so I'm so excited. Yes. So stay tuned for Mr. Pierre Edwards, the legend. Just waiting for him to log in. Okay, I just got word from Pierre Edwards. He wants me to send the link to him again. So stay tuned, everybody. Okay, I just sent it. So luckily, he'll be logging in. Since we're waiting, I'm sure everybody's getting their school ready. Oh, here's the legend, everybody. I present to you the one and only Pierre Edwards.
It's not my last name, and my name is Pierre.
Oh, Pierre, I'm so sorry.
God damn, Ray.
I'm sorry messing up your name.
Okay. You must be one of those millennials that don't know. All right. Damn. She say, goddamn parade shit. I love it. Oh, so I'm here. What's good?
Okay, so how are you?
Fabulous.
Are you enjoying your summer vacation?
Man, my whole life's a vacation.
I love your mug.
Thank you.
Yes, it represents your show. What was the inspiration for your show?
I want to give flowers back to the people I knew, and some of the young people who are coming up, but definitely people I know.
Okay. Yes.
But sometimes we forget about some of the older, acts. You know what I'm saying? And they need to be represented. At least the flowers given to them. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right. I agree with you.
Yeah, we can talk about their career. And a lot of them I have personal relationships with, so that was kind of cool too.
Yes. I watch every episode that you have.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. We start a new season today with Rizza Islam.
Oh, okay. That should be interesting.
Yeah, it was.
Yes. Okay, so my first question for you is what is the favorite film that you wrote, produced, and starred in?
Probably, that's my favorite. Now, I've only done 4 of those that I wrote, produced, and directed. The other ones I was just in, like BAPS and How to Be a Player. But the ones I've done myself, I would say, favorite. It's almost like saying picking your favorite child. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard to pick your favorite child. But I would maybe say For the Love of Money.
Okay. Yes, a good movie, by the way.
I appreciate it. We shot that in like 11 or 12 days only.
Wow.
Thinking about most shows, most movies, even on a low, it's 6 weeks.
Wow.
So to do that in 11 days, 11, 12 days was a lot.
Yes, that is a lot of pressure.
Yeah. My money too, so it was pressure. Yeah, but we had a lot of good actors and a lot of good comedians, man. That a lot of going out to be bigger things. Afion Crockett, Ralphie May, the fat white guy who's a mailman. Honest Johns, some of the Plastic Cup Boys. So we've had some people.
Yes. Yeah, It is a good movie, and I did not know that it was shot in 11 days. I thought it was longer for production.
No, we done 11 days. So many tricks. I wanted to do you ever see some movies when you go see them on DVD, you get like the director's cut where they talk about stuff.
Yes.
There was so many. Like one little thing we did was remember that white guy was walking and he asked me to say he locked his keys in his car and I had to, I know you can get it out. He was being racist because I was black. He figured I could get it out. And what happened was I rented a car for $30. That back then, rental car for $30. We parked it. I put $5 or $6 insurance on it, for insurance per day. And I went and I broke the window for real. I mean, that was a real break. I broke that damn window for real.
Wow.
And I took it back and told him somebody broke through the window and shit, trying to take something out the car. So that whole stunt cost me like $35. Renting the car and breaking that window was, cost me $35.
Wow. That's a deal. You can't do that these days. It's a little bit more.
Just breaking a window, in a movie, in a car window can cost you a lot of money.
Yes, it does in this era.
Sure. Even back then, yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so my next question for you is, do you have a favorite joke that you told?
Again, it's like your babies, but I would say a joke that's resonated with people a lot. It's a true story. It's a story about me being shot at McDonald's. I got shot 3 times without hanging out with my buddies and stuff. And, I was running from the guys that were shooting because they were shooting at us, obviously. And, at the end of the situation, I was like, man, look here. You done shot me 3 times. I'm not the only one out here. You can spread them bullets around equally. My friend over there ain't been shot. My friend over there ain't been shot. So people love that joke I did on Def Jam. So I'll probably say that's a joke that people remember for the most. But I'd say I have a favorite joke.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have another question for you. What is the next project that you're working on? Because I know you have a lot. But
oh man, I'm always working on something. I just shot a special. It's called a micro special. Micro's a stand-up comedy special. Micro specials are kind of named like under 30 minutes and under. So it's not an hour special like you see Cat Williams or Kevin Hart doing. These are like 30-minute special, 25-minute specials. I just shot one in LA 2 weeks ago called Half Truths. Because I'm being half black. And it's about racism. I decided to do it about racism. From my point of view, being a mixed kid, some of the funny jokes of what I grew up with, growing up in the hood, being mixed, how we treat each other sometimes, how other people look at us. And so I made it all into jokes. But, it's a good special because it makes you think and say, wow, I didn't ever think about it like that or whatever the case may be. When I shot, I did 2 shows. We filmed 2 shows in L.A., and I had a lot of comedians come out, about 20 comedians come out, friends of mine and people I know. And all of them spoke highly of it. They thought it was very clever material, it was smart. And that makes me feel good because I always try to be really good at what I do. I don't like to just put anything out. I want it to be the best, and I really work hard on stuff I do. Even when I do little skits or sketches, I don't just do something and say, that's what it is. It's a plan behind it. And for the fact that I only had about 3 weeks to work on that act, but the fact that I got it out funny, a half hour, and my peers enjoyed it, I think you guys are going to love it. The crowd liked it, but again, I want to see what you guys think. It's called Half Truths. It'll be out in September. I also shot an hour special that we're going to start shopping around. I shot that in Hollywood, too. I don't live in Hollywood, but I flew back to Hollywood to do that. And that is, it's called Make America Mixed Again. It's an hour show, but it tells you my life story. Each joke moves my life story across in chronological order from when I was 7 years old to where I'm now. So each story moves my life along. Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's so cool. I actually saw a little clip of that too a couple years ago that you did.
Yep. Yes. Sure did. Mm-hmm.
So I look forward to that. You said it come out in September?
Well, my micro special comes out in September. We're going to drop that first, and then we're going to drop the hour one after that. So that could be out anytime after that.
Wonderful. So can you tell us about your book? Because I read your book.
Here we go.
Yes. So viewers, pick up a copy. It's a book that you must read.
It's on Amazon. So no copy. It's called My 100 Homies and Phonies of Hollywood. And I had broke my leg some years back. And I'm always wanting to do something. Playing football with some other comedians that broke my leg. So I was stuck in the house, in bed rest, trying to get my leg right. And I wanted to do something. So I thought about all the times people ask me about celebrities, like when they meet me, how was it working with, whoever, like when you work with Tupac in a video you did, or Halle Berry, or they know I hung out with Eminem before he blew up. I met The Rock. So many people. I went on tour with Aaliyah, Genuine, Drew Hill. Met Mike Tyson. So people would always ask me questions like, how was it meeting them? So while I was sitting there laying on the couch, I was like, you know what? I should write a book about the little episodes that I, my encounters with celebrities. So I made a list of 100 people that I met and decided to do a page to 3 pages of how I met them. And that's how we came with the book at the end of the day. You know, and in fact, a lot of celebrities have read the book and read their parts in it because each one of them goes like chronological order. You know, like let me see, like this. You know what I'm saying? Like you can see who that person is, and then you can see who this person is. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So each episode, each chapter is a celebrity. So you can look at the index, you can pick out who you want to read. And so I decided to do that. And I bring someone with me on at my shows, and I sell them out. Or you can get them on Amazon. And I think it's just a lot of funny stories. Gabrielle Union read her part. Dr. Dre read his part. Steve Harvey read his part, put me on the show, on the morning show to talk about it. And I wound up being on it for like 9 shows and stuff. So, it's true stuff. I just wrote just wrote all the funny things, who was crazy, who wasn't crazy, how, my interpretation of the moment when I met them, or if I met them and I've known them for a long time, like a Martin Lawrence or Chappelle or Cat Williams, something like that.
Wonderful. I enjoy reading it too.
Oh, I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. It's a quick read.
Yes. Okay, my next question for you is, what advice do you have for people starting out in a business?
In a business, so outside of show business, business period.
Yes.
Put your heart into it, because especially in the beginning, it may not be fruitful the way you want it. Even people around you sometimes don't believe in you until they can see it's being done for a while. You can always say, I'm about to start my business. Everybody's like, oh, I hear you. And sometimes they won't support you. Don't look for those people to support you. Look for strangers to support you. If you look for your friends to support you, sometimes they just feel like, maybe they don't think you're really going to do it for whatever variable reasons they pick. But don't get mad at them. Say, okay, it's fine. I'm not worrying about you. I'm going to get some people who are not my family or friends to support me. If you support me, that's fine. But if you don't, that's fine also. So I would say, and don't expect to really make money in a business for at least a year or two. You know what I'm saying? You got to get the kinks out first. The mistakes got to come out first. And there's going to be a lot of them. Majority of y'all, 90% of people are going to make mistakes in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? It's normal until you get the rhythm of it. But you got to sit there and say, this is what I want my business. I just started a business. Well, I'm in the process of starting with a partner. Mine's going to be in North Carolina. I don't live in North Carolina, but it's going to be in North Carolina. It's an adult day facility. It's where adults, older people get to come to during the daytime. For activities and see their old friends and so forth. I have affinity for older people. I unfortunately don't like sometimes when I see how we treat older people, like we kind of kick them to the curb, and we're really here because of what the stuff they've done and sacrificed for us. So older people, I wouldn't want them to sit in a home by themselves or in a basement by themselves. So I'm me and my partner getting a facility, a day facility so they can go out and meet friends and see friends and play games, bingo, and all this kind of stuff. So we looked at a location this week in North Carolina. We're going through the paperwork. It's a lot of paperwork. It's a serious business because you're dealing with people's health and human beings. This ain't no tire rim shop or nothing like that. This is real people. So as long as you cross your T's and dot your I's, and I do it because of love and I want to see them do well. Of course, I want to make money at it. I want to have a business outside of show business. But the medical field ain't going nowhere. Trust me, if any other field don't go nowhere, it ain't the motherfucking medical field. It's always going to be around. The medical people are always getting sick and getting older and being born and so forth. So that's where you make some real money, and especially if you're an owner. And so I would tell you, a young person to, go in it for the long haul. Understand the first year or two, you may not be making the kind of money you want or money at all. But if you stay with it, most businesses will prosper because people start seeing that you're serious about it and they'll come support you more and more.
Yes, that's some valuable information. So listeners, hope you're paying attention. Okay, my next question. Now, a lot of comedians say that comedy solves different issues. Do you agree or do you disagree?
I don't know. Solves, what would solving? I think it adds levity to situations. Sometimes it's not as bad as we think it is, and sometimes we gotta look at the brighter side. And comedians can bring that out, on no matter how tragic. The formula for comedy is tragedy plus time equals comedy. So like if something happened yesterday that's really tragic, you might not be able to joke about it, but if you have enough time go about it, you can start softening it up, you know. And sometimes, comedy's about healing, finding a healing process. Some people might be going through something and go to a comedy club and find laughter and make them not think about their problem at the time, or maybe say, you know what, my problem ain't as bad as I thought it was. I know a lot of people tell me that when they go into something heavy or sad, they put on a comedy show or a comedy movie or something to take them out of it. So comedy is very valuable in comedians to societies, So I would say it solves it that way, I guess.
Wonderful. Okay, my next question is, how would you like your legacy to be remembered?
It's funny, I asked that question to so many people on my show. Um, One is that I cared. At the end of the day, I cared. Even though I do comedy hype, TV, this platform I do called Comedy Hype on YouTube. A lot of times I give my opinions, and some people don't like it, and all about, it's your white side talking, or I hate you, or whatever. But just know I care. No matter, I don't care if you don't like the answer. I care. I especially care for, black people and people who are marginalized. It can be the gay community, the transgender community. I'm going to fight for anybody who's being picked on or pushed around because of who they are. You know what I'm saying? And I especially don't like when black people have a problem or talk negative about transgenders or gays, in a negative manner and so forth, because I feel like, you know what? You're black. You know what your ancestors been through. You know what people been through. And you want to put that same pressure on someone else? I guess hurt people hurt people. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. So a lot of times I'm like, no, I'm going to fight against that. You're not going to talk bad about homosexuals for being a homosexual or transgender. I'm not going to, not on my watch. I'm going to speak out. Now, other people might say, that ain't what God wanted you to. That's between God and them. It ain't got nothing to do with me. While I'm here, I'm going to not let you talk shit about them, as I wouldn't let somebody talk shit about you. A white guy couldn't say, oh, you black jungle bunny, goddamn niggas always doing shit in the hood. No, hold up, man. Hold up. I ain't going to let that go down. You know what I'm saying? No, you're going to respect people as a whole. Now, you might not like an individual for how they doing something, but as a whole, I'm not gonna let that go on my watch. And my legacy is that he fought for people and he actually cared.
Wonderful. My next question is, where are you touring at next?
Well, I'm all over the country. Once that Half Truth from Comedy Hype, my micro special drops, we're gonna do a little tour, at least a 6-city tour. But right now, I'm all over the place. If you follow me on social media at Comic Pierre, COMICPIERE, at Comic Pierre on YouTube or Instagram, I always put my flyers up on some of the shows. Does this go out today? When does the show go out?
The show is live
Oh,
now.
live. Okay. Well, if you're in the DC, okay, I don't know. Some people take their stuff. If you're in the DC area, I'm at the City Winery this Thursday in Washington D.C. There's only one City Winery in Washington D.C. This Sunday coming up, I'm in Tulsa at the Looney Bin for special one night on Sunday. And then I'm just all over the country. I got to look at my schedule, but I'm all over. Love meeting people, love people coming out, taking pictures with me. I'm not one of them celebrities that go hide in the room after they finish performing and stuff. I'm a man of the people. I want to be by y'all and talk to y'all. So I love people and don't mind taking pictures. Just have the camera ready. Just have your phone ready. Now, me hugging your sister or your mama or your brother for 20 minutes because you can't get the camera ready. Now, that might bother me. But if your camera's ready to flash, take a picture, I have no problem taking pictures. So yeah, I like people. And, because we need each other. I need y'all to come to the show, and whatever your job is, I probably need that in my life. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's a trash collector or whatever, a dishwasher. I need you to collect the trash in front of my house, the dishwasher at the restaurant. You know what I'm saying? The flight attendant. I need you, and hopefully you need me to bring some joy in your life.
That's right. That's something I love about you. You're very, very, humble. I like that about you because a lot of people get a big head. Once they reach your status.
Yeah, it's not needed. I talk a little shit, but no, deep down, no, man. No, deep down, I really never thought I was better than someone because of what I do. Not at all. That's not. And I won't let you make yourself think you're better than me because you have a better job. Not better job, but a different job. I'm not gonna let you think you're better than me either. I don't care how much money you make. I don't care your status. We're at the end of the day, we're still God's children. We're here. We're trying to make it work. We all got problems. Trust me, I've been around millionaires, multimillionaires who damn near break down and shit, and when life is fucked up. You're like, what? He's on a TV show. He sells records, and man, shit, behind closed doors, he going through hell. You know what I'm saying? He's unhappy, or she's unhappy. Right now, I'm not unhappy. Okay, you catch me in my jacuzzi or my backyard parties and stuff. You can tell I ain't happy. Or you can tell I'm not happy. I mean, yeah.
Yes. So I see you have a garden.
Yes,
What's your favorite vegetable to plant?
Cucumbers. I like cucumbers.
Okay.
Them suckers grow too. Tomatoes grow too, but I just got a baby eggplant. Just a little eggplant popped up recently and stuff. Yeah, I did some eggplant. I do I do bell peppers. I do jalapeno peppers. I do banana peppers. I've done tomatoes. I do cucumbers. I do small tomatoes. I do what's that? What's I like parsley, but I like what's that good smell? What smells so good? It's like a leaf. Not parsley.
I know you're talking about.
It's God damn it. I can't think of it. What it's not parsley. It's you know what I'm saying? It smells real good. You can pull it off and smell it. It got a strong scent to it. You put it with like tomatoes and cheese, like mozzarella cheese. You put it on with that, or pizza. Sometimes people put it on pizza and stuff.
Yes.
What the hell is that thing called? I can't believe I can't think of it. It's not. I don't know why I think it starts with a P, but whatever. I'll tell you before the show's out, probably.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but I love the smell of that. But yeah, I love that. Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. Okay, my next question is, what's your ideal woman?
Ooh-wee. To be honest, ideal woman is she got like my sense of humor.
Okay.
She can have a job, a regular job, but she has to be a go-getter. Like a little side hustle that I can help support her on that. But she has to have a little hustle to her. I gotta know that she's deeply in love with me, that I am her world. That she don't want to do nothing without me, and vice versa. I gotta feel like I'm her world. I've been married before, and I've lived with some women, and I felt like it wasn't that dynamic. I was there to support. They were there for the support of me. For them, the support. That I had, finances, whatever. I played a house, whatever. But I need to know that I got a ride or die chick, basically. But she gotta have a sense of humor. And when I mean that, me and her gotta be able to go out and be like, we gotta be able to see somebody and both give each other the look and know what we talk about in our head. Like, hell no, look at this, whatever. We can talk about people between us. And I do that sometimes. I'm hanging out with people. I'm like, look at her shoes. Look at his goddamn outfit. And we laugh. I don't like women like, don't say that. That's me. Like, oh, that's me and you laughing. It's between me and you. What's wrong with you? God dang. You know what I'm saying? So I need I need to know I have a woman that's down like that. Oh, it's bothering me, the damn vegetable.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Is there anything you want to add for Ray, Perry?
Not really. I can't really think of anything. I can't. I mean, this is my 8th. It would have been 9th. Someone couldn't get their stuff together. 8th interview I did today. I was trying to do all of them, today, because I get hit up so many times to do their people's podcast, and sometimes I'm just, mentally I'm just not in it. During the pandemic, I did so many podcasts and stuff like that, and I just got tired of talking about myself. I'm like, oh my God, you just get tired of it. You do 15, 20 podcasts in a month and a half. You're like, oh, enough. And so I kind of pulled back from them. Then I started working on Comedy Hype, and then I started working on my own. And I was just thinking about, now I remember that I did them during the podcast before somebody said, yo, you gotta give back, I did them during the podcast. During the pandemic, okay? So I did them that. Oh, that vegetable, that spice is? Basil.
Yep, basil, yep.
That's what it was. Yeah, I know it'll come to me like, yeah, I grow basil. I love the smell of basil. But so I pull back from, because I'm human. it's allowed. I'm allowed not to want to talk about myself forever, all day long. You get tired of yourself. You get tired of that stuff sometimes. So I pulled back, wouldn't do it anymore. And then I started doing mine. And I was just thinking how gracious all these big time celebrities from Akon to Killer Mike to Ricky Smiley to Ruben Studdard, you know, T.I. So many people come on my podcast to talk to me and give me their time. I said, okay, I still get hit a lot from podcasts. I said, let me do one day. Put a message out to everybody. Look, on this day here, I'll do as many as I can on this particular day. At least I'm giving back some way. And I put it out there, and I got 13. I got more I had to turn down, but 13, you know, podcasts in one day is a lot. Everybody's like, you crazy, man. You're crazy. But, you know, it's I just believe in giving back. You know what I'm saying? That's why some of my movies you see, in my series, you see a lot of comedians in it and stuff, being funny. I'm not one of the kind of people like, well, I'm the only comic. I'm only going to be the funny person in it. I don't believe in that. I believe in sharing the wealth. It don't hurt me nothing to let you be, you know, let you shine in my productions. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a problem with that. So yeah. So that would say, I don't know what the question. I mean, I know you said anything, but that's what I wanted to do today by giving back to you. You know, people coming up trying to, you know, do your thing. I appreciate what you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? What you're doing. If they try to do what you're doing, I appreciate that. Go for it, young lady. You never know where this will take you to. Never know.
Yes, and I thank you
You're welcome. You're
for
welcome.
the honor. I mean, to interview a legend like you, I mean, that never happens often.
That's okay.
This is luck for me.
Here it is. You know what I'm saying? Just remember, when you're a legend, pay it forward to some young lady, some young man. When they want to meet you or interview you, say, hey, you know what I'm saying? It's all about helping each other out. We, especially us, we got to help each other out. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
We got to help each other out. So I do the best I can, you know, and there it is.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Well, we only have a few minutes with you. Anything else you want to add before we go?
Yeah, I got other people. Huh? What's the question?
Did we only have a few minutes left with you?
Yeah, ask me what you want to ask me. I'm open book. Oh, I have a so on YouTube, I also, because people always say you do so much. Like I said, I'm trying to I'm going to open the senior day placement. But I also remodeled my father's house, which is on YouTube. It's a 12 episode series. You go on my YouTube page, Comic Pierre. What happened was my father passed away at 86 years old about August of 2020. I'm fine because he lived to be 86 years old. What a beautiful thing. You know, I was in my father's life. I was sitting and talked to him before he died. And he passed away. I was here for him. I was in the house with him. And I used to always tell him about his house. I was like, Dad, let me remodel your house. I had red carpet and it had paneling, old stuff. I said, let me remodel. No, I like it like this. It's okay. I like it like this. I said, well, and in his neighborhood, we live in a decent neighborhood, but it needed speed humps in front of the street because the cars were driving too fast. And then it had a apartment complex pushed up in the corner, and people would park in front of my father's house and walk over there and stuff. I said, Dad. So he tried, and, you know, they wouldn't do it. I said, okay, when you pass, I'm going to fix this neighborhood up. I'm going to make this thing right again. You know, this neighborhood. A lot of old people live here. You know, a lot of older people live here. This neighborhood was built in 1951. These houses were built in 1951. Most of them, some of them 1967 or 70, whatever. But it's an older neighborhood. You know, it's an older neighborhood. I see a lot of old people, you know, in walkers walking through my neighborhood past me. So what I wanted to do was, when he passed, I decided to remodel the house. And so I know I have carpentry skills because I was a carpenter before I became a full-time comedian. So I hired a contractor, and I got my comedian friends, and you can see the journey on my YouTube channel, Comic Pierre, of me, you know, fixing the house up from day one, walking in here when my father just passed. It was all junky, and all his clothes and everything was piled up in here, till the last day when I opened the door and the yard is done. And I went out and I got the neighborhood. I knocked on door to door to get petitions so they can sign it, so we can have parking, and people wouldn't park unless you're in my neighborhood. You can't park on our streets no more. I went and got the speed humps done, and that's only a 2-year process. I got all that done in 8 months of living here. I called the mayor, I called the police chief, the council member. Some of them knew who I was. I got on them, I stayed on them. I almost got into it with some of them and stuff. I said, I don't give a damn. It's for my father. I promised him I was going to fix this damn neighborhood up, and that's what I plan to do. And now my neighborhood got speed humps. You can't park in front of my street, and the neighbors, the older people, are like so happy. They're like, man, thank you. You're God sent for doing this. I said, well, you know, it was a promise to my father, and I remodeled his whole house. And, you know, for those who want to go online, can check it out, the 12 series. So I did that. So I do a little bit of everything: carpentry, comedy. I write movies. I direct them. I produce them. Do a little podcasting. Do a comedy hype. Hopefully I'm gonna have an older adult living facility for people. So, hey, it is what it is.
Right. Thank you so much, Pierre, for
You're
your
welcome.
interview.
Thank you so
And
much.
as I said earlier, it's an honor to interview a legend like you.
Oh, I appreciate that.
And I wish you continued success. I really do.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
Yes.
much. All right. Thank y'all.
Have a
Y'all
nice
be great.
day.
All right.
Bye
Bye-bye.
bye. All right, everybody. You watched the interview, the one and only Pierre. You see that how down to earth he is, although he's a legend. Hopefully, we can motto after that. No matter how big we get, we can still remain humble. And I want to thank again Pierre for the interview today. Everybody have a nice day. Bye bye.